let's analyze that a little bit. You said handling the infrastructure. Do you actually mean networking? Because what you said was EC2, VPCs, east-west traffic, security groups. A lot of that was networking stuff. So is that actually a big problem that people have bringing up cloud native environments? Is the networking part?
100%. So it's the networking and security inside containerization will make your horrifying network and security practices in virtualization look like game day compared to a war. It is so vastly more complex. But also, here's the other thing, right? I wanted to put up a little thing. They have like like however many days since an accident. I want to have I've been running high scale production workloads in the cloud with containerization for 1,322 days without the need for a service mesh. So stop it with telling me that I need Istio. Okay. I'm fundamentally fine without a service mesh. However, now that we're getting further into it, we are realizing that service mesh is kind of cool, and because service registries and service meshes open up the story of networking. But hey, right, we should be running service mesh. We should be running highly secure zero trust networks. We should be running IPv6. Well, 0 for 3, kids. 0 for 3. No one's doing those 3 things correctly. We're still natting IPv4s directly assigned to containers. Possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen, done every day in production, right?
Because doing it right is too hard, right? Is that what we're saying? And that's driving the managed services. Does that mean the managed services are doing it right?
The managed services hide the wrongness.
We're not going to do it right, but you won't know.
That's so much worse.
They behind the scenes give you the sense that you're doing something. It is eliminating the need for you to own the bad practice, and I think it's fine, right? We didn't get there by doing it right. If we sat down and said, what's the ideal perfect architecture, like the 12-factor app, I'm running 4.5-factor apps. That's pretty much about where I'm at. I'm doing some of the stuff right, but the other rest of the factors, it's just not going to work out for how I needed to build things. And I got a team I got to teach. And so I teach the team and they change this thing. And then you get a call for the other 80% of your production environment, which is weird old distributed client server apps. You can't be in the headspace of I'm only going to build purely cloud native 12-factor secure zero trust. I'd love to say we could, but there's way too many production apps. And as I always say, you call it legacy, I call it production, because that's what's running our business.
Right. And geez, there's so much to unpack there. I don't even know where to start. But I think the most important thing is the perfect's the enemy of the good, right? Or the good enough. If you strive for perfection, you'll never deploy anything. And the business is about getting business done, not about having a perfect IT architecture. And if it's good enough to get money coming in the door, then that's probably the thing you're going to go with.
And definitely the thing that you find is that the environments that you didn't mean to go to production with is the one that will live for 5 years in production, because we had you're just literally like, hey, come check this out, right? Come look at this. I got to work in the container. It's kind of like the guy that, is writing the thing on the ice cream container and it says serving size, 14 ounces. You're like, check this out. This is going out to production like this. No one knows what this means. I just did this weird thing. It was almost like a joke. I containerized this application. And next thing you know, you're like, oh crap, people are using it. We can't stop it. And then we've accidentally adopted a lot of these things.
Oh, there's so much momentum there that just gets built up. And it's like, how do you even stem the tide?